Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. And yeah, we're getting a nice little pump right now for Bitcoin and all the other altcoins as well. But obviously, Bitcoin leading the charge. We do have ADA going up 11% today though. But yeah, it looks like that Bitcoin is playing out this nice phase C right here. I would call this the spring right now. I think that we could potentially be topping out right now for the first spring, and so I'm gonna redraw this so you guys can see better because this right here was really crudely drawn at the time, and I think I'm gonna spend a little more time right now. So this would be, in my opinion, the peak right now, just because we're running into this resistance right here, which would align perfectly with a second test. A second test right here would bring us back to around 31,500 in my opinion. I think that would be the first test, and then if we hold that support from there and we bounce back up, then I believe we could be making a higher high from here, or at least going to this previous high right there, and then dropping one more time back down to test this level as support, and then from there on we'll be entering phase D, where we move up, have a small correction from there. Obviously, the $37,000 level was a lot of resistance from that level, and then we can move back up and hopefully make a new high from there on into phase D, and then slowly trend into this pattern right here, as we can see in the Wyckoff event, and eventually breaking out into phase E, where we start to make new highs again and break away from the $40,000 resistance level. So this is basically how it's supposed to look like. And yeah, this right here was our spring, where we make a lower low and drop down but reverse back up very quickly, and then potentially top out at this level at the $35,000 level or $35,200 level, whatever you want to call it. But I think we could be coming back down to 31,500 for one more test before we have our next leg up, because we can see here this was like the upper band of the support box, and this was the lower one, and we made it all the way down, and just a little bit like under, but that's okay. There's like obviously margin for error when there's so much volatility. And yes, so after we hit the lower band and we went back up, I think we could go back down to test the upper band of the support box right here and start to trend like this, right? Something like that is what I think could happen. Well, obviously we don't want to like discount the fact that we are in the downtrend on Market Cipher. We are getting some bullish numbers right now. We got a green dot on the daily for Bitcoin, which is really good. We even have a daily green dot, a very big green dot for Ethereum, which is really good, and it's showing that it's holding this trend line right here. So that's, well, I mean, like almost, or this one is holding. Excuse me. So that's pretty good. But yeah, it's not looking too bad right now. So it's looking like we are holding the $30,000 level, but obviously a breakdown should not be discounted, as this is looking like a descending triangle, and we have been making lower lows. So a breakdown from this from this level, the target could be potentially, if we break down from there, it could be between 18,000, or if we measure it from the bottom of the box, it could go all the way down to 16 to 17,000. And at that point, there's not much support. Just by looking at the VPVR, we can see that right here. You know, there is not much like Bitcoin that traded. We kind of just shot up straight up from 20,000 all the way to 30. Like, obviously, we traded a bit here at the $23,000, $24,000 level, but not for long before having this massive run up. So obviously keep that into account, and we only start to see some real support at the $18,000 level to, you know, $14,000, $15,000 level. But if we fall down to this level, I'm going to be buying like crazy. I'm going to be hoping that the hash ribbon indicator by then will have crossed. Oh, sorry, this is the one that we want to look at. So I hope that by then the hash ribbons will have crossed back. But obviously, you know, I'm not entering any long-term positions. I'm not reaccumulating right now until I see a buy signal. And yeah, I'm just gonna hold off for now. Just analyze the markets, and right now it's paying off. Not rushing into any trades. We can see that we're maybe starting to get rejected from these levels, and you could potentially enter a short here, but you definitely want to be careful. Always use proper risk management, stop losses, don't over leverage, all that good stuff. You can ask the moderators; they'll tell you the exact same thing. Unless they're like going in with $1, but even then, you always want to exercise good risk management. We could take a look at the right here, the spider lines. We are running into some resistance right here. We are almost running into some resistance actually, so I wouldn't be too surprised if we get rejected here, come back down, go back up, retest, and maybe form a sort of W. And yeah, that would be very, very good. So hopefully we could see some higher prices. As for an update on the short on the stock market, I technically have not kept my trade open. My leverage trade, that is, I obviously closed that one at break even with a proper stop loss. But the non-leverage trade that I have open for the short on the market, I'm going to keep that one open probably until August. I am still expecting a correction. Obviously, we had one lick of bad news and the entire market started dumping. Now we're off to making higher highs again, so it's like it doesn't really matter anymore. We can even take a look at the SPY right here. This one looks a little better. We could see that it's a long-term trend line right here. There we go. Just give you guys a better view of it. Yeah, so just looking at something like that, and yeah, so it seems that we broke down, but we pumped back up. And we could technically keep this going until the end of September. So, yeah, September maybe we'll see something. But I'm hoping in July and August something will happen then, because we're reaching the peak of the ascending ascending wedge. So we'll just obviously stay on track and take a look at that. But that's gonna take a few months. So just keep that into account, guys. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make some really good trades, and if you have any questions, you should definitely join the Discord, because we always make some really good trades there. And yeah, if you guys want to sign up for Bybit, the link is in the description. Love you guys. Peace.